Today we discuss the life of John Wesley Hardin. John Wesley Hardin was an American Old West outlaw, gunfighter, and controversial folk icon. Hardin often got into trouble with the law from an early age. He killed his first man at the age of 15, claiming he did so in self-defense. Early life. Hardin was born in 1853 near Bonham, Texas, to James Gibson, Gyp Hardin, a Methodist preacher and circuit rider, and Mary Elizabeth Dixon. He was named after John Wesley, the founder of the Methodist denomination of the Christian Church. Trouble at school. In 1867, while attending his father's school, Hardin was taunted by another student, Charles Slaughter. Slaughter accused Hardin of being the author of graffiti on the schoolhouse wall that insulted a girl in his class. Hardin denied writing the poetry, claiming in turn that Slaughter was the author. Slaughter charged at Hardin with a knife, but Hardin stabbed him with his own knife, almost killing him. Hardin was nearly expelled over the incident. First killing. In November 1868, at the age of 15, John Wesley Hardin faced a significant turning point in his life. He challenged his uncle Holzhausen's former slave, Major Mage Holzhausen, to a wrestling match and emerged victorious. However, what followed was a tragic and violent series of events. According to Hardin's account, the next day, Mage seemingly ambushed him, shouting and brandishing a stick. In self-defense, Hardin drew his revolver and shot Mage 5 times. Despite his actions, Hardin tried to seek help for the wounded man, but sadly, Mage passed away 3 days later. Feeling that he wouldn't receive a fair trial in a Union-occupied state, where a significant portion of the state police were former slaves, Hardin's father ordered him into hiding. These events mark a crucial chapter in the life of John Wesley Hardin, a young man whose actions and confrontations would come to define his tumultuous existence in the American Old West. Arrest and escape. In January 1871, John Wesley Hardin found himself arrested for the alleged murder of Waco, Texas. City Marshal Laban John Hoffman, vehemently denying his involvement in the crime. While awaiting transfer to Waco for trial, he was temporarily held in a log jail in Marshall. During his confinement, he managed to acquire a revolver from another inmate. When 2 Texas state policemen, Captain Edward T. Stakes and Officer Jim Smalley, were tasked with escorting him to Waco, they tied him to a horse without a saddle. Hardin's opportunity to escape arose when Stakes left to get fodder for the horses while camped along the way. Left alone with Smalley, who had been taunting and beating the 17-year-old prisoner with a pistol butt, Hardin cunningly feigned crying and concealed himself behind his pony. From this hidden position, he drew his gun, fatally shot Smalley, and used his horse to make a daring escape. While on the run, Hardin claimed to have been arrested by 3 men named Smith, Jones, and Davis in Bell County, Texas. However, he killed all 3 with their own guns when they became drunk and careless, enabling him to escape once again. These events marked a significant chapter in the adventurous and tumultuous life of John Wesley Hardin. Pursued by lawmen for most of his life, in 1877 at the age of 23, he was sentenced to 24 years in prison for murder. At the time of sentencing, Hardin claimed to have killed 42 men, while contemporary newspaper accounts attributed 27 deaths to him. While in prison, Hardin studied law and wrote an autobiography. He was well known for exaggerating or fabricating stories about his life and claimed credit for many killings that cannot be corroborated. Within a year of his 1894 release from prison, Hardin was killed by John Selman in an El Paso saloon.